Yo, what's good? It's Skano from the gutter. Yeah, the title is clickbait. I'm gonna be real. There is no draft imminent. And first of all, because there's a lot of fear mongering going on right now on the internet in regard to Iran, you know, striking the so-called strike against U.S., military forces and woo woo. Listen, they launched an attack at Quaidar, a military base, uh, a U.S. military base. They launched several of their biggest, slowest missiles. You know what I'm saying? They were shot down like long before they even got to. They didn't even hit the target. So I'm seeing imagery and photos of this mushroom cloud. Like y'all cap, man, and this is fear mongering. So like I said, it's cap. Now, as far as Iran had to make some type of gesture. It's symbolism, man. And if you know anything about Iran, they are real stubborn. They are you know, they'll shoot their own foot off, to get a splinter out their toe type. So this was mostly symbolic from their standpoint. Iran has no chance. I mean, zero chance of winning any type of military engagement with the United States. Actually, it might be less than zero. So, what's been going on, you know, if you don't know, Israel, struck Iran a couple days ago. We launched, you know, what's the military jet fighter plane, the newest one? Well, anyway, the we hit them up, they nuclear facilities, which, from what I understand, they aren't even like they shut that program down years ago. But for all intents and purposes, like I said, Iran has no chance of. So all the fear mongering about, they reinstate the draft, and you know, black folks gonna be the first ones getting drafted, and woo woo. If anything, the immigrants would probably be the first ones getting drafted. You know, I mean that makes sense to me. You want instant citizenship? Take your ass over there, fight for the military. You know. So, but the bigger picture, I don't think people really understand. Like, if y'all have any type of church background and the things that are occurring now globally and how it plays into, like Revelation speaks about. And one of those prophecies in regard to Persia rising up and striking against Israel, Persia, which is modern day Iran, you know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of biblical scholars that have been paying, close attention to this. And if you understand anything, like I said, as it's stated in Revelations, Israel has a lot to what's going on over there. That's what I'm focused on. This so-called, this is not a war with the United States, man. This is Trump, you know. Now, didn't this dude, I could have swore he said, no new wars. That was one of his main running points, right? No new wars. But I guess what he really meant was no, comma, new war. You know what I'm saying? Here we are, caught up in this conflict. You know what I'm saying? As if we don't have enough shit going on in our own country. So, I'm too old to get drafted, but this got nothing to do with the United States, and this is what our government always does, man. Sticking their nose in everything. Meanwhile, the most pressing needs in this country, they get overlooked. These motherfuckers would start yard work now. To you caucasoids and beaners who jumped on my channel in regard to the video regarding the N-word pass. As I said, now, y'all talk a lot on the internet. You know, y'all do a lot of woofing on the net, but in real life, you're not going to stand on that. So all you, like I said, you beaners and caucasoids talking about you use the word, you're going to continue to use. What you do around your little friends is one thing. Like I said, man, come out in the real world, in these streets, you know, and fuck around if you want to. And to the people that's saying it's just a word, you shouldn't let a word, but it's not about a word, it's about respect. That's what it's about. If I walked up to your wife while you was at the grocery store with her and I called her a bitch for whatever reason, she bumped into me or what, and I call her a bitch, you're gonna wanna fight. You're gonna feel away, right? If I call your mama a bitch, you're gonna feel away, right? It's about respect, right? You're not gonna crash out over the word, bitch. So miss me with that bullshit, man. Y'all can play the games with yourself. I said what I said. And I don't care if black folks don't agree with me. You know, we not all gonna agree. So if y'all cool, like I said, in your little friend circle, letting your little Latino friends and your little, you know, like I said, your Caucasian friends call you nigga and use the term, that's on you. It's a free country. But as I said, and I'm gonna stand on it, nobody other than black folks in my vicinity use the word. So, regardless of that bullshit y'all popping, like I said, you are internet gangbangers. In real life, y'all know what it is. And it's not about the word. The word has no more power. We took ownership of the word, you know? But I be damned, like I said, if I'ma sit around and listen to others use it. Now, I said what I said, feel how you feel about it. Now, like I said, go out in the real world and try and get that shit off. Like you're running your mouth off, you know what I'm saying? Little comment warriors. No ops left Skano, you already know.